guys. It's November 11th. It's about 6:20 in the morning. Got about 25 minutes until shooting light. It's beautiful out. It's like 28 degrees. Pretty calm. What little breeze there is blowing from the northwest, so it's absolutely perfect for this stand out here. Pressure's up to like 30.4 and climbing, something like that. Cold, high pressure, northwest wind. Cut cornfield over here to my west. I'm feeling pretty good about this morning, at least seeing something, so let's sit tight here and let daylight get to us and see what unfolds. It's like 7:45 right now. I saw those two fawns that I've seen just about every time I've been out here. They popped out of the corn and on the east side of the tree line here, and then worked their way north. And then I saw a doe and two fawns, I'm guessing come from across the road, but they were hightailing it through the cornfield. And they ran like northeast through the cornfield. Like 15 minutes before shooting light, I did hear a buck grunt twice back here behind me. Probably in the cornfield or right on the edge of it. And then my camera went off, but I didn't get any pictures of a deer, so I'm telling myself that it was just a spike and that it wasn't one of my shooters. But this morning pretty much about sums up my whole deercation this fall. I know the farmer told me this summer that, he's seen a ton of deer out here this spring. I don't know where they went to, but they sure as heck ain't out here now. I feel like it's partially my fault. I was telling my buddy yesterday that I probably hunted this farm too hard, too early. I hunted it on good winds. I think I've only had one deer blow at me, and that was that one good buck from a few weeks ago. It was dark. I think he just caught a whiff of me. Because the wind was actually switching. I told him next year that, if this county does the early DSA season, might come out here once or twice on a southwest wind, because both this field to the south of me and this field to the north and fields to the east should all be corn. Should be. This field right here to the north of me definitely should be, because this is the second year in a row is beans, so. But if this field and the field to the east are corn, man, I can sneak in those woods on a southwest wind, hang my saddle where I've been hunting it a couple times. And if those oak trees are producing next year, man, I should at least be able to take a doe out of there pretty early. But then after that, I'm staying out of here until at minimum the last week of October. I mean, unless just something like my cameras tell me otherwise. But yeah, I think I've hunted it too hard. So it's my fault. But I'm also gonna this winter work on getting permission on it and at least one other farm. I'll turn your back on if I see anything. It's 9 o'clock. As you saw just a little bit ago, I was trying to film that flock of turkeys. Had a doe bust out of the woods here to the north of me. Come right here about 70, 80 yards. She kept looking behind her, so I knew that either she got spooked or something was chasing her. Well, it turns out it was probably a combination. Because that small 4-point buck, maybe 6-point, I don't know, I couldn't tell. Thought it was another doe, honestly. Was chasing her and chased her through the tree line right here in front of me. And they hightailed it into the woods north of me. And then those turkeys came by. And then a guy in these woods right here behind me. I'm not sure if it's the homeowner or if maybe it's the farmer, because it sounds like he's right on the southern edge. So maybe a tree fell. There's still a standing cornfield right over there, so maybe a tree fell and he's cutting it up before they start combining. Because I can hear them loading wood on like probably a trailer, it sounds like. So it might be that homeowner, I don't know. Either way, it's pretty much put a kibosh on the morning. Not that it was much of a morning to begin with. So man, I don't know. I just don't know. There should have been all kinds of movement this morning. So the pressure's high, it's like 30.4 or something like that. Cold, perfect wind, north you'd think there'd be at least a few cruising, because they're off their first doe trying to find their next one. I ain't gonna sit out here and listen to that crap. Come out here to get away from that sound. Like I said, it's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna stick it out till 10. Pray something walks by, so. Alright, good afternoon, guys. It's the afternoon of November 11th. It's about 3:30. I'm out here on the farm that Matt and I have permission on. Just got set up in the saddle, obviously. I'm on the south end of these big woods. There's bedding over to my west. When I was walking out here on the field edge, I saw a huge rub, and then I found another rub that was super fresh. But there's another guy that hunts the woods over here to the east. Super nice guy. Met him a couple weeks ago, I think now. When I was coming down the road, he was at his car getting ready. So I stopped to talk to him real quick. So hopefully between the two of us we see some action tonight. I told him if when I get out of here, I'll try to meet up with him, see if he got anything or not. I've said it 100 times, I hate squirrels. I loathe them. But we're gonna get set up here. Got a perfect wind for this spot. It's coming out of the north, blowing back behind me here. Got pretty good shooting lanes for the most part. And I can see a long ways away through the hardwoods here, so. Plus I can see into this cut bean field right here. I'm only about maybe 35 yards off the field edge. The reason I chose this spot, I wanted to be able to have eyes on this field. Just to see if anything comes out. So, I don't know how much calling I'll do since he's over there. I don't want to mess anything up for him. But if it starts getting late in the evening and I haven't seen anything, then I might at least throw some grunts out. So, let's get settled in here, see what happens. Well, that didn't take long. I know I didn't get it on film, but a little 4-point, I think it was a 4-point. He might have been a little bigger. Just came from the north. That's probably him. But he went over here to the west of me, into that bedding area. I guarantee he's checking to see if there's does in there. Hopefully he can come out and at least get him on film. came in here, just like I figured he would. He's gonna go check that area. He came all the way around me, got downwind of me, never smelled me, got right here to like 15 yards, and finally looked up and saw me. He didn't blow, but he bounded off, obviously. And as he bounded off, after he bounded off and went across the field, I heard something walking over here to my west. And I look, and it's just a big buck. And I grunted at him a couple times. God, I almost sat over there. I could see a tree that I could freaking get into. Dagnabbit. But I think that smaller one running off like that across the field freaked him out. Probably thought he was chasing a doe or something. But he walked off back, or I don't know if you could see it on film, but he was kind of trotting through the woods north. If I would have been sitting in that ladder stand where I shot my first buck out of these woods, it's 122 inch, I'd have him smoked right now, guaranteed, because he was walking right to it. Holy crap. Well, hopefully he circles around and Eric gets a shot at him if he shoots him. I would. Let's see what happens the rest of the evening. Alright guys, well, as you can see, it's sunset behind me. No more encounters. I did I think one more calling sequence. I just didn't want to get too aggressive with my calling because I didn't want to mess anything up for the guy over there. So I kept it to some grunts and that's about it. It's pretty exciting. Set there right out the gate. Farmers disking the bean field over to my west, so that can make the walk out a little more difficult. I should probably get my truck moved too. Although where I park, he usually leaves that spot clear. So hang on. Give you one guess what that was. Every single one of them. But haven't seen anything in the fields either, so I hate you. I hate you. But I'm gonna start packing up here in like 10 minutes, probably just pack up nice and slow. Hope you guys liked the video. Finally got some footage of some deer that I could use. Although now I kind of regret it because if I wasn't focused on the small one, I probably would have seen the big one a lot sooner. Although the the small one probably would have pegged me anyways and freaked him out. So, still cool. Unfortunately, I just looked at the weather, and it's going to be an east wind tomorrow morning, which would be terrible, because it'd be blowing straight into that bedding. And then it's going to be southeast, which also is really not good, because, like, especially if I sat right here, which I wouldn't, but it'd be blowing kind of where they came from. And like the next, I think all week it's supposed to be like south winds, and I don't know, we'll have to figure something out, because I'm definitely giving my permission farmer a break after this terrible slow morning. So, hope you guys like the video. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're so close to 200 subscribers. Come on, guys, let's get there. It don't cost nothing, just hit the old subscribe. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one.